The crew's ready for the lightweight double sculls. Poland furthest away from us, then Spain, Australia, the world champions in lane number 4. Switzerland 3, New Zealand, and closest to you, Italy.
Italy have got the great Francesco Esposito, winner of 7 gold medals, one of the great scullers of all time, sitting in the bow seat of the Italian double. And it's the Italians who've gone straight into the lead again. Mr. Esposito looking for his 8th gold medal.
Once again, just to emphasize, a lightweight race, which means that none of these men may weigh more than 72.5 kilos. It's the Spanish combination, Jose Maria De Marco and Juan Carlos Saez, and on the far side, Poland. But here's the famous Italian duo.
Esposito at bow and his stroke, Paolo Pitino. Very experienced double. Pitino was in the quad, the Italian quad that won in 1991. And they are leading the pack.
Indeed, they are setting the pace ahead of Australia in lane 4. Just about in 2nd place, and then 3rd in lane 2 in black, the red and white boat, New Zealand.
The Australians in 2nd place, Gary Liner and Bruce Hick, they've taken up the baton from the other 2 great lightweights, Peter Anthony and Steve Hawkins, who won the gold medal last year at the Olympics at heavyweight level, both lightweights, and now these 2 new lightweights have taken up that mantle.
Italy well clear at the moment, ahead of the Australians in 2nd place, but here are the New Zealanders. This is Robert Hamill in the bow, Michael Roger at the stroke, and these 2, the combination that finished 4th, just outside the medals last year, and they're also in the firing line at the moment. The Swiss in lane 3, red and white strip, that's the brothers, Michael and Marcus Geer. Switzerland, remember, already with 1 silver medal, so a good morning for them. And a confirmation that Italy 129.86 for the first 500, but the rest all pretty close up, with the exception perhaps of Spain, who've left themselves a little bit of work to do in lane number 5.
Australia have checked the Italian advance. They're sculling extremely well. They're beautiful technicians, running the boat running very, very well. But these 2 at the lead at the moment. Italy out in front, very, very methodical, very strong. Played beautifully together.
And they're going to have to try and stay there. The Australians still marching on them. In lane number 2, the New Zealanders also trying to go with this little attack by the Australians. And Switzerland now moving up as well.
And Poland in the hunt on the far side there, but here, Australia, very, very cool sculling here, extremely accurate, but working at a slightly lower rating, slightly higher geared probably than Italy, but sitting in 2nd place, looking very threatening.
Halfway point, 1,000 meters, and still Italy. Time for that 2nd quarter, 1:35.79, and still very much in command. But there's quite a distance between them and the Australians, and that might not be too easy for them to manage.
With a man of Esposito's experience, he doesn't get pulled back. It's very, very rare for him to get pulled back. It'd have to be a very good crew to do that. But Poland's still in the picture there. Here the Geer brothers, and just outside them, still looking very relaxed there, the Australians. Very long, low rating, moving their boat very, very nicely indeed.
Michael Geer in the bow. Marcus Geer, the younger brother, 23, celebrates his birthday on New Year's Day every year.
The Poland's blade work beginning to look ragged there at the finishes, throwing up quite a lot of water. But still there in the hunt. Spain just inside them, but Australia leading the 3. And now Australia beginning to mount a challenge there. They've pushed the rate and they're moving back on Italy. Italy trying to respond, but Australia in the last 200 meters have pulled back and are coming back at every stroke.
And Switzerland have got their bow into 3rd place ahead of the New Zealanders as well, so really the attack plans now happening, and these men are the ones who are under pressure. And look at the pressure there by Australia. They really are flying through this third quarter.
Australia moving very, very well indeed. They've been sitting there for the first 1,000 meters, that little bit lower, making sure they made no mistakes. Then they made their attack at 1,100 meters. And can Esposito hold them back? Can Pitino hold them back? Quick look across.
They look pretty concerned to me every time they look across now, because that really is a superb attack. And at 1,500 meters, I can tell you, Dan, 1:36.28 for the third quarter by Australia. And that's the closing difference.
You can see the way that the Australians are dropping their sculls in right back where they reach. They're missing no water at all. Very, very accurate. Picking it up with the leg drive. Oh, couple of bad strokes there from Pitino. Went in under squared. That might have cost him a little bit. He's beginning to struggle, and the Australians have got through. It's Australia who've hit the front with 250 meters to go. The Swiss coming as well. Can the Italians hold off the Swiss for the silver medal?
Well, what a finishing prospect. Have the Italians got anything? They're really trying to come back on the Australians now. Switzerland in a good flow as well. New Zealand trying to put themselves on term, and the Spanish really trying to up the rate on the far side. What a finishing prospect here. Australia lead at the moment, coming into the final phase.
And Switzerland putting pressure now on the Australians. It's Switzerland pushing, Australia holding them off. Australia have made a big push. Can they hold on?
Right into the final phase now. Australia and Switzerland are gaining and gaining, centimetre by centimetre, and the Italians are trying to raise their game, but they can't do it. But the Swiss might. The Swiss are absolutely flying, and the line comes in time, I think, for Australia. And Italy hold on for bronze. In fourth place looked to be the Spanish, ahead of New Zealand, and Poland completing the lineup. But my goodness, the Swiss have given them a fright.
Yeah, they mounted that attack just a little bit too far back. The Australians have made their big push. The Australians just got that. The Australians made their big push just after the 1,000-meter mark, moved on Italy, but then had very little to hold off the Swiss. And as you rightly said, the line just came in time for them. Another stroke and it would have been finished.
By 900ths, the champions retain their title. Switzerland, a superb second silver of the morning, and Italy take the bronze. And so, one Australian, the Secretary-General of FISA, John Boltby, proudly presents the medals to his fellow countrymen, Gary Liner and Bruce Hick. So already the honours getting shared around the regatta course at Rachichi. In second place, the two brothers, Michael and Marcus. They've won here before on this regatta course, and they very nearly came and won the big one, the World Championships, but they're pretty delighted. Marcus, the younger of the two brothers. Switzerland, 2 finals, 2 silvers. Not a bad morning so far for them. And here are the men who, for 3/4 of the race, set the pace. Francesco Esposito and Paolo Pitino.